babies. The doctor is in. Pull up a chair and show me where it hurts. So are you up late or up early, Blackhead? I woke up in a reasonably good mood this morning. 4 o'clock on the button. A normal get-up time. In a couple of days where I had to struggle to get my day going. Not this morning. Feeling much better. Miss Heavy, interns, old office. The last of the free labor. Do anything I say do. Intern to come and organize my studio. Get it squared away. I say that because that's my agenda for today. Rock on, brother. I liked sitting up here in the mornings. It was restful. I don't know why I always start at the breakfast bar. I don't even eat breakfast. I only had the bar because it was installed when I moved in. I suppose it was just ritual. Bathroom, bar, roof. That is, unless it's freezing outside, in which case the beach is officially closed. All right, I know I'm procrastinating. but I'm pretty sure that was the goal that morning, to put things off. I simply didn't want to think about my newfound weirdness, so of course I decided to procrastinate. Of course, thoughts of Abby guided my course as I checked my watch. She was an early riser, so perhaps it wasn't too early to call and make amends and hopefully progress. Hello. Her voice was so sensual as to be distracting. Good morning. I hope I didn't wake you. Hey, you. No, you didn't. As a matter of fact, I was just thinking of calling you. Better and better, I thought. Oh, yeah? Yeah, you disappeared before I got to spend any time with you yesterday. I had a crisis call. You know how it is. I ad-libbed and lied. As a matter of fact, I was sort of hoping that we could get together and discuss it. Crap, why the hell did I say that? If I dumped all this newfound weirdness on her, she'd either bolt and run or turn into a purely platonic friend. Ungood. Oh well, can't unring a bell. Sounds like fun, she said. Where and when? Over here at my place, we'll skinny dip in my pool and have a hot, naked, intellectual conversation about reincarnation, past lives, deja vu, and psychotic breaks. How's about haps in an hour? I'll buy you breakfast. I don't eat breakfast, she said, but I'll let you buy me a cup of coffee. Oh, rapture. This just keeps getting better. Sounds good. I'll see you there. I stared at the phone for a moment before breaking into a huge grin. Yes, the sun was indeed just a little brighter. Mr. Bluebird was on my shoulder and all was right in the universe. Ah, the joys of procrastination. I knew I'd have to follow through with some level of disclosure. Though Abby was not a counselor, she didn't miss much. She always seemed to enjoy talking psych. What was I doing? Oh yeah, procrastinating, but I'd have to do that later. Right now, I needed to get dressed. I actually like those very much. I hear you, brother. I hear you. I don't think anyone's ever lived, though, without generating truckloads of regrets along the way. Roll the dice on your decisions, and sometimes they come up snake eyes. Damn, that was profound. I need to write that down. feel that, brother. Same here. Same here. Especially when it's one of those spur of the moment yet big decisions. There's a part of you that says, "Don't do it. Don't do what you're thinking right now. Don't do it." But then there's a little dude named Fuck It that lives in your brain, and he's pretty strong. He snatches the wheel and drives us into the ditch. It happens. I like these calm little moments before the storm. So yeah, it's just a nice quiet morning this morning. Got a lot of work to do, but it's kind of work that I look forward to. Jamming out these pages for a damn dirty thing. And I got to be honest with you, I've never had more fun creating a project than this noir style. But you cannot, I should say, cannot do it effectively until I get my mind in the right space. So I've got to turn on some old 1940s jazz, good hot coffee in the morning, and then a glass of scotch in the evenings. Usually it takes a pack of cigarettes to get through the first panel. Yep, been there. Been there, brother. I hear you, bro. I hear you. The desire to be able to eat was a strong influence on my decision to join the military. They'll feed me? Oh, hell yeah. Good morning, Tree Goblin. I hear you, bro. I was 6'2", 142 pounds, so they put me on double rations when I got to boot camp. When I graduated, I was 220 pounds. Just putzing around the studio, Tree Goblin, this morning, ready to crank out some stuff. The city woke with a hangover, and so did I. The rain outside was pounding the pavement like a drummer in a jazz club, setting the rhythm for the day. My head throbbed in sync with the distant sirens. The stench of yesterday's mistakes lingered in the air, a bitter reminder of the bourbon-fueled decisions that brought me to this sorry state. But in the concrete jungle, there's no time for self-pity. The alarm clock on the bedside table screamed at me, a shrill wake-up call that I couldn't ignore. I pulled myself together, dragging my sorry ass out of bed. The taste of regret clung to my mouth, but I knew I had to find the will to face the day. The world outside was a puzzle that needed to be solved, and I was a detective. It was time to light the metaphorical and real cigarettes and put on my worn-out fedora and step out into the shadows to confront the challenges that awaited me. Tree Goblin, how are things across the pond this morning? And it is still morning for you. Almost noon, but not quite. I know that when I got to boot camp, this was early 80s, I had never heard of a thing called bread pudding. but it was mandatory that I have a heaping serving of it with every meal. Because apparently that's the fattest damn thing they could cram down your neck. And it was quite good. I learned to love it. They always heaped the carbs onto your tray, which was the opposite of the Fat Boys. The Fat Boys had what they call skinny rations. They got protein but no carbs. Of course, that made me wonder, why did they issue us our dress uniforms that we were not going to wear until graduation? And so many people were going to change their body types before they graduated. I could barely get into my dress whites.
What are you doing, Doc?
Good morning, Rex. How are you?
Good morning to you. How are you? I'm good.
I'm great. I'm great. Now, are you still up or are you up early?
Neither. I took naps. Still up.
So still up, just with intermittent napping?
I'm a complex guy, Doc.
You are a multifaceted Gordian
Some would
knot.
say fractured.
You are a Gordian knot of a human being, sir.
Well, just hand me a sword. I'll take care of that knot.
I know, right?
Yeah, I had to eat the last of the tragic meatloaf I made. I've been thinking about that. You know, you're a brave man to, you know. I mean, I do a little. I checked the pantry. I really did. I checked the pantry and put a little bit of everything in that. You know. Yeah.
You know, sometimes those cans of vegetables that you buy,
Yeah.
with every intention of making yourself a good, wholesome meal, that sit there for years.
Right.
Eventually, they complain to your subconscious sufficiently to work their way into some kind of dish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean a pot pie or a roast, you know, stew, something like that. But I don't buy those canned vegetables, Doc. Just
We
don't
don't
do it. I'm not a
anymore.
veggie guy. I'm more of a fruit guy, you know.
Well, this
and not
is the thing.
Yeah.
Tasty is really big on the veggies, right?
Okay. That's good for you.
So,
you know.
So, you know, when she makes soup, however, there are just certain things I don't like in soup. Don't put green beans or butter beans in soup. You know, to me,
Oh yeah,
a soup, it only needs mushrooms and onions, maybe some carrot, maybe some potato.
Onions are great for you. They have a lot of antioxidants in them.
They have a lot of niacin. I don't know what niacin.
Yeah, you know, if you have a bad trip on LSD, niacin will take
Rex.
care of it. First time you. That's how I came down off a bad trip on LSD one time. I went to the pharmacy, got some niacin, took a leak, and it's out of your system. The more you know, Doc.
I
Just
don't.
saying.
I've never.
Back in college days, not yesterday. Hell, what do you think of me?
I've never
I
been out.
like your banjo strumming, your background music, by the way.
It's not banjo strumming.
Well, whatever it is, it's nice.
That is some custom music I had written for my fine art channel to play in the background as I painted.
I like it. Are you painting now?
No, I'm drinking coffee and coming alive.
Okay. Well, you've been coming alive for almost 30 minutes now on stream, and usually you're not alone. Were you desperate? I just happened to be up and online talking to Gable Pennyshot and about paper quality.
I don't. I don't get desperate or lonely. I just sometimes I enjoy the slow wake up with the chat. I organically allow it to just populate.
Well, you have a good chat. Black Hat and Tree Goblin. Let's see who else you've had in here.
Nobody.
That's about it. Okay.
Nobody. I mean, there's been lurkers.
Yeah.
I had 8 viewers earlier, and I'm like,
sometimes it'll surprise you, Doc. You know, you end it and you go, "Oh my God, there's so many views." Whatever. I mean, you can't go by that counter. Yesterday when I streamed it, it was at 0 most of the time. I was like, "What the hell?" Had a half dozen people in there.
I typically don't really even care if I'm getting viewers or not. I just kind of, for these shows, for my free refills,
right?
It's just a wake up. That's all it is. You know, it helps me to wake up. The goal today, Rex, is when I have talked to you. Matter of fact, I thought about you when I was planning my day. Is I'm going to rearrange and organize my studio. I'm going to put all my painting supplies into one big ass box where I can still get to them, but they're not in the way. So that I have more room for the comic book stuff.
Well, I know that you're going to do a file system right there to your left, right? And like put my stuff in one little area, and then there'll be others. Right?
I went to
compartmentalize.
I went to the post office, and I got several of. Where are they? Oh, they're out of reach. I got several of the big shipping packets that they use to mail pages. You know, they're padded.
And
I thought, that's great for storing them until they're ready to go. I just put them in there.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you could take priority boxes. If you just had a table, you could take priority boxes from your local post office and stack them, you know, and there's your file system.
Well, the packets,
cheap, free. You know, I don't know. Do you get free boxes there? I know my friend over in Tennessee says that they charge them there, but they're free here.
No, they're not free.
They're not free. Wow.
But keep in mind now the big padded envelopes.
Yeah.
If I store all the Rex pages in there, think about this. All I got to do when I'm finished is peel the adhesive and send it out the door.
I have your ash can, and no, I haven't moved your pig in there, but yes, it will be coming your way. Along with your ash can.
Good morning, Ham. How are you, Ham? His name is Ham.
Ham, okay.
You know what the funniest and most ironically appropriate name for a cartoon character in history was? It was on a cartoon I didn't even like. I didn't like Garfield and Friends, but he had a duck named Wade. That's the best name ever. Wade. The best named vehicle in history. Can you take a guess?
I could, but I'm not going to. It's too damn early, Doc. The music stopped. Are you muted?
No, it comes back. It comes back. I didn't edit it.
It's on cycle. Yeah.
I didn't edit it, so after the young man that I paid to record this, he puts his guitar down on the stand and walks across the floor and flips a switch, and you can hear all that, and then it loops back. And I liked it, so I left it in there. The best named vehicle of all time was Tom Slick's the Thunderbolt Grease Slapper. The Thunderbolt Grease Slapper. Come on now.
Tom Slick. Yeah, I vaguely remember him. Yeah, the cartoon. Yeah.
Tom Slick,
Yeah.
Slick. Let me tell you why. He's the best of all good guys. Tom Slick.
Hey, Shadowhawk.
Hey, Shadowhawk. Good to see you, my friend, and you have a great day as well.
He cut my name off and called me Ree.
Yep. Hey, look, it's morning typing. We're very forgiving of that here on the
Right. Well, use one finger like I do. Although I can do the typing thing. I did take typing in high school. We had two electronic typing machines. The rest of them, and there were a couple that were old school. Now, Doc, would you like to see my content page? I think you'll like it, and it goes along with the conversation.
Well, now, what do you mean by look at her? These ladies were the heart and soul of America. The waitresses smoking that cigarette with a big bouffant that would come over to your table and say, "What do you have, doll? What do you have?" You gotta love it. What content page, Rex? Tell me.
All right, I'm going to bring it up and share my screen. Okay, it's drawn by Dillard, John Dillard. Where are we at? Here we go. This is what I call a reusable content page.
Well, you have my curiosity picked.
Okay.
Oh,
so there you go.
I like
old
it.
style typewriter with a glass of bourbon, a bottle, some pictures, a hutch, and a piece of paper that you can put the content of the issue on.
I like it.
Yeah, that's my content page. Is by John Dillard.
I like it a lot. It's very cool.
Yeah. And I have another one, this old sort of brownstone building, and I'd like him to do a side view at some point for another content page. I don't know. The image is just appealing to me. And John can do it, as you know, with the fire escape, the old zigzag fire escape going up the side of the building. I think I'd like to see him draw that.
He can't. He's done it before. I've seen him.
Oh, has he?
I will say, I have one of those in Damn Dirty Thing, and they are a nightmare to draw. They are a nightmare to draw. Nightmare.
Well, digitally, he could probably do one section, flop it over, join it together. You can't.
No,
maybe not.
The perspective changes the whole way up. That's what makes them a nightmare.
Okay. Well,
it's 3-point perspective adhered to the side of a 2-point perspective drawing. So you've got a 2-point perspective landscape with 3-point perspective things in it. And it's a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, so were my ex-wives, but I got over it.
If you married one of these,
Flo?
If you married one of these, Rex, you'd still be with her.
Probably. Yeah.
Now, the great Louis Grizzard.
She might have to lose the cone head. I'm just saying.
Louis Grizzard had been married 3 times.
Uh-huh.
And all of his exes still loved him. They just thought he was an insufferable ass, so they divorced him.
Yeah.
And he had said in one of his books late in his life that all he really wanted out of somebody was somebody that would make him breakfast and fold his underwear. So there was a waitress at a local diner that would come over and do that for him.
Yeah.
He left her everything when he died.
Cool. Hey, if I'm folding your stained underwear, yeah, you deserve something.
Well, I mean,
Look, it happens, Doc. Don't say it doesn't.
Yes,
You know, you
if,
try
if
and take
there's
it out a wash,
if
but
if
sometimes,
listen, Rex, if your tidy whities get so stained that you're folding them with stains, you throw them away and get more. Just saying.
God, God.
You don't go.
We're
Those are
the
my
same
lucky.
age, but I think we live in different worlds.
You don't go.
Maybe
Those are
because
my.
I'm on a
That's my
social.
lucky shit stain. I'm going to keep that pair.
Look, man, if I were to stand up now, you'd see my crotch. I mean, these are high dollar. Okay, I won't stand up, Doc. I mean, that's better than being on Pops' show in my underwear. Just saying. But I have wore these things out. These are $40 a piece. I worked for a millionaire, and he bought me a couple of, or he had a couple of extra and gave them to me, of sweats. And I've wore I don't know why, but at the crotch, they both wore a hole here. And my mother's not here to don them, so I just live with it. I wear them around the house. Who cares? My dog doesn't complain. You know, I don't have a waitress coming over folding my underwear or anything like that. But yeah. So you're saying marry a working girl?
Yeah, this is the woman right here.
Yeah.
That will cut a man for you.
Yeah.
She'll cut him. Get out of here. Of course, if you do her wrong, she'll cut you too. So, be careful.
Right.
Be careful.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Be careful.
Hey, if you have what you want, there's no need to go roaming.
Yeah, I don't roam.
You don't roam, no.
I'm with my childhood.
They say when in Rome, do as the Romans do, but don't. They never. I mean,
Rex.
What?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. You'll give me.
Well, I'm not advocating it. I'm just saying, it didn't
no
quite work
puns.
out for them.
No puns. No puns is what I'm saying.
No puns. Okay. All right. Well, what do you expect? I'm out of coffee, and
you're out of coffee.
I came on here. Well, no, I'm not out of coffee. I could go make some. I mean, that Jim Beam. I'm gonna have to. I had stocked up. I've bought very little. Every now and then I would supplement. And they stopped carrying my brand. Thank you, Joe Biden. They just don't make it anymore, I guess, or don't. They're not getting it. I used to be able to get 40 cups in a thing. I stocked up last season several times.
What was your brand?
And
what
that took me through the whole year.
What is your brand?
Yeah. I've shown it on my show. It's dirt cheap. That's what it is.
Okay.
Get it at the Dollar Tree. Used to be like 40 cups in a big, they don't carry it anymore. Now they're carrying the small, like that Jim Beam and those others that I was showing you the other day about that.
The little bricks.
Well, it wasn't a brick. They do have espresso bricks, but I imagine that's not very good. The reason I got the Jim Beam was, that's name brand. It's probably off the floor sweeping coffee. I don't know, but it was good. I've been doing a mixture anyway. I had a bunch of pods, and I just opened up all those pods and mixed it. And because I used the filter, I used to use the at Aldi. We, years ago, I bought 6 single cup coffee makers. The other one. I think broke on me. I'm on my second one. I gave 1 or 2 away. I've got some in reserve if this one breaks down. I mean, usually those coffee makers are expensive. This is when I was working for the guy that gave me these sweats here. He was a millionaire. Only worked for him for 6 months. 4 of those months, I worked my ass off. I was working like 126 hours one week. Somewhere around that every week with him. I was a caregiver for him. We eventually got him up on his feet, and then he died. Found him dead. Labor Day weekend. after about 2.5 days of laying there dead on the carpet.
Goodness gracious. All right. So here, in Vibe Magazine's 100 top places to have a drink in the South, New York Magazine's top 58 coffee shops in the nation, BuzzFeed's 24 coffee shops to visit before you die, Much Coffee's 10 top 50 local coffee roasters across America, best cup of coffee in the South. Right here, baby.
Now we have Shadracks around here. Of course, we have
this beautiful place.
I guess we used to have what's the big coffee place around the world? Starbucks, yeah. We had one in Barnes and Noble. I've had their black coffee a couple times. That's all. I'm just not into this. Oh, I gotta have my cup of coffee. If I need a cup of coffee, I'll make it at home, Doc.
Well, you can order the coffee here to have it home.
Right.
For $13, you can get a bag of Plenty, dark, and then
I don't know what it would cost me, Doc, but I'll just drive down here to Krispy Kreme and get a thing from them. I like Krispy Kreme coffee.
Well, here's the difference, though. When you get this coffee, you're the third set of hands to touch it. That's how fresh it is.
Yeah, freshness does count. A lot of people like I've never grounded my own beans. I don't think I've ever had a cup of coffee that's freshly ground like that.
It's amazing the difference.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't think I want to get spoiled like that, Doc.
Well worth it.
Well, I mean, once I become a millionaire, we'll go for it.
You don't have to be a millionaire.
I know that, but I'm saving some things on my bucket list for later in life. If I never achieve it, I'll never know it.
This is the inside right here.
I'm not going to get up to the pearly gates and say, God, I regret not having a fresh cup of coffee. Could you please send me back to that hellhole where there's death and taxes, pain and suffering?
So this is upstairs.
That's cool. Yeah.
This is after the fire that gutted the building.
Wow.
Isn't
it wild how atmosphere and a good cup of coffee often goes hand in hand?
Yes. Now, I was sitting right here.
Yeah.
When the fire broke out.
Uh-huh. Where'd the fire break out at?
In the mezzanine, in what used to be the elevator. But anyway, I was the one that smelled the smoke, made the alarm. I got everybody out, and I fought the fire.
Yeah. It gutted it, huh?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. I take it was an older building.
Yep.
A lot of those older buildings, though, Doc, are better insulated than modern day structures.
It baffled me that.
Yeah.
By the way, I invented a drink that's on the menu here.
What does baffled mean? That's one of my favorite movie lines. What does baffled mean?
It baffled me that the building could be completely burned, and yet the buildings next door on either side were not affected.
That's because they probably had 15 inches of insulation in that old building, Doc. That's what I'm talking about.
So there you go.
Modern day standards don't require 15 inches.
Uganda, Peru, Costa Rica, Guyana, Honduras.
Oh, yeah. From all over the world. I've got a friend that loves Turkish coffee. Every time he goes over to Israel, he'll buy that strong Turkish coffee and drink it all day long.
Now, you got to remember, here's the very best. If you ever see this on sale,
Ethiopia, yeah.
Shikiso, you buy it.
Is it very strong?
No.
It's
not that it's strong. It has a very fruity floral finish to it.
Okay.
Naturally. You don't need to sweeten it at all.
And when's the last time you've seen that? And what would like a thing of that go for, you think?
12 or $13 for that pack.
Oh,
And
I'd buy that just to try it. If you say it's the
and
very
they will
best, I just
ship
don't know
it
where to get
right
any
to
of
your
it.
door. They'll ship it right to your door.
Well, now you have me intrigued.
SafeHouseCoffeeRoasters.com. Just go over there and it's not always in stock or in season, so you have to watch for it to pop up. When it's in season, I go and I get as much as I can possibly get. They limit you because it's so popular. It
Really?
is the best coffee on earth, period.
Well, there you go. Go with the best or
It's
die with the rest.
It's not, it's not even close.
Yeah, I mean, I could go for the fruity type of, that would appeal to me,
People who like to put sweetener in their coffee will get it and drink it black because they don't need sweetener.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I drink mine black anyway, Doc. I just don't see having a cup of coffee and having to, not do the meatloaf treatment on my coffee. Put a little bit of everything.
Put lime in it, Rex. Come on.
Well, I put lime in it. I do that. I forgot, Doc. I do that. But the great thing is, I get my vitamin C at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That to me,
I was putting fresh lemon slices in there.
That to me would seem to have the same effect as brushing your teeth and then drinking orange juice.
It has an acidity to it. So you what I will do, Doc, I will take, a smaller container and put half lime juice and then half water. I will dilute it down because it can get pretty tart if you get too much in there.
All right. Well, here's what I know, Rex. If I buy you some Safe House coffee and send it to you.
You mean the Ethiopian brand?
Well, whatever they've got. It's all good. Everything on that shelf is better than anything you're going to get at a grocery store.
Right. Yeah.
It's just that Ethiopian is the zenith of all that.
Well, I'll hold out for the zenith. You give me a packet of that.
If I get you some coffee from Safe House and I send it to you, and I find out you put lime in it, we can't be friends no more.
Okay. Well, I would definitely try that Ethiopian just as is. In fact, I might even, since my other coffee maker has been tainted with others, coffee, I might even, get a brand new coffee maker, which I have in there. And plug it up and just for that one-time use or whatever, that packet use, just to make sure I'm getting the pure and unadulterated taste.
And when you make it, if you really want it to be right, when you put your filter in the hopper, just run water through that filter first, a whole pot. Yeah. That water that comes out will be cloudy because that's all the pulp dust from the paper process of making that filter. Pour that out and then make your coffee and you get a nice clean cup of coffee.
Well, this has a screen in it, Doc. I don't use the paper filter.
Okay. All right. Even better.
Now, how much to put? That's what I'm asking.
I put about 2/3 of what I normally put from like Folgers or Maxwell's because it's stronger. It's purer coffee.
Well, why put more, Doc?
I
would think it would be less.
I didn't say more. I said put about 2/3.
Oh, 2/3 less.
No, 2/3 of what you normally would put. So if you normally put this much, put this much.
I usually just put, and if I want to top it off, I do. If I don't, then usually
we have a little ramekin that sits inside the coffee, and you just scoop it out level, pour it in.
Yeah,
that's a pot.
I use my hands.
Yeah, I don't even play around.
Also in cooking, I use my hands. A pinch of this, a dash of that.
Oh my God, Rex.
Why do you need tools, Doc? When God gave you perfect tools right here.
He gave me a tool up here, Rex, to use.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, there's certain things you need tools for, but cooking's not necessarily
like every single time. Scoop, wipe, dump. Every time.
Okay. You got your method. I got mine. What can I say?
Yeah, but you put lime in yours, so my method is superior. So.
Yeah. I know. I don't know how I got on that, Doc. I don't know. It wasn't. I guess it was last year. I don't know. I was doing sliced lemon. The lemon a little bit more, edgy, tart, and stuff. And I was like, yeah, when I put the lime juice in there, it just has the closest I can think is like a cinnamon scent. It's aromatic somewhat. I don't know, and I've gotten used to it. In fact, when I drink just a regular black cup of coffee anymore, it's like, where's the lime? I guess it's conditioning of the mind,
It is developing a taste for or a tolerance of. It's a physiological thing. We all have it.
I don't know about a tolerance. You make it sound like, yes, you had to really ease into that.
Think about this. Tolerance exists in all things. If you start off putting a little bit of sugar, pretty soon that won't do it. You got to have a little more sugar. It's always that way.
I'm trying. I want to try and do some things differently coming up. It won't be easy, Doc, but dietary wise, cancer loves sugar and things like that. We're getting to the age we need to be thinking about this and what we do ingest. There's certain things that are ultra good for you, and I've already started that. Onions, like I said, a lot of antioxidants in there. Walnuts, great for you, omega-3s and stuff. Repair your gut health with walnuts. I mean, there's certain things that I'm doing already, but I know my dietary's never been the best,
But I just don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You don't care, go to McDonald's and eat the crap that they're giving you,
I eat.
But I'm telling you, there's some alarming things coming down the chute, Doc, and you're going to have to start if you want to survive, and maybe you don't. If you don't, send me my stuff. But don't die on me. But before you send me,
Anthony said, "Doc, you got to mail me the script for Pariah in case you die."
Wow. Wow. Thank you for thinking of me, Anthony.
I was like, damn, man.
And you thought I was edgy.
No,
I'm just saying,
listen,
there's
here's my
3D
thing.
printing meat now. They're talking about COVID injected meat. I mean, come on.
Hear what I'm about to say to you. All right. I got a local butcher right up the road here who butchers local cattle and deer. Yeah. That's where I get my meat.
You're gonna trigger Black Hat if he's still here.
My veggies, they come out of local gardens. But otherwise, there you go.
We good. You're in a good situation.
But otherwise, I don't much care about this. Listen, like I said yesterday, the healthiest person that ever lived still died.
I understand that, Doc, but they're actively, I think, coming after us. Let's put it that way.
They've been out to get me.
Things might get rough. What if you can't? What if the local butcher goes away? What if you have to think like that now, Doc? What if I can't get my free vegetables? What am I going to do? Do you have any? I mean, if you were to shut down, you got the outside world. You had to stay in the house 6 months. Could you survive? You got enough food and water?
Yep.
Okay, then. That's good.
I've got enough ramen noodles to make it through, baby.
All right. Well,
I get tired of eating
after 6 months, but it might be a good thing.
Oh.
Hey, Max. Good morning.
Good morning, Max.
What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Your mic seems very low, Max.
Does it?
You're a little low. I'll boost you on this end.
Then you can really call him a boomer.
How about now?
That's better.
I got
now?
you. Yep, I got you. There you
That's
go.
Good.
All right. I just turned off the automatically adjust mic volume.
I turned you up on this end also.
Cool.
How is Atrocities Press going? Oh, Dr. Pepper. Oh, no,
that is not Dr. Pepper.
It's a Mr. Pibb.
Wow.
Coca-Cola
That's
product. Coca-Cola product.
I love it.
Hey Max, I'll have breakfast with you. Hold on. There's that one. There's that one. That one.
Oh
This
shit!
one.
I've got plenty to go grab myself. Hold on.
I agree. I'm not a big Dr. Pepper fan, but I would drink a Dr. Pepper over a Mr. Pip. And I remember when Mr. Pip came out, we were still in high school, Doc.
Yep.
Yeah, I prefer Dr. Pepper myself, but they didn't have any.
My gosh, Max, look at that
24.
medicine. He's got a whole box full of medicine. My God.
Mine are lined up in a row over here on the side of my desk.
Got them lined up in a row so I can knock them down every day and say, frick them, buddy.
Yep, I got a whole.
Go Biden.
Here you go, Max. Cheers, buddy.
3.
3 of this one, 4 of that, 2 of this.
4.
Daily routine.
5.
I only take like 1 pill. I mean, I'm prescribed 2, 1 for cholesterol, 1 at night, but I rarely take that. But I have a pill separator, daily calendar pill thing. What? You guys need to get one. Hey, Dillard.
I used to
Pill
have
separator? What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
I used to have one of those, and then I decided I wanted to take them one at a time so I could actually count how many pills I was taking and see like what I was putting in my body.
Right. And
What's up, John?
so how many
Good morning.
pills are you taking a
Once
day?
you get old, you start taking pills, but then when you get super old, you just stop taking them altogether.
I take 10 pills every morning, and then about 7 pills at night. And 3 or 4 of them are blood pressure medications.
Yeah, I get it. That's the 1 pill that I take for blood
You would
pressure.
think, Max, that after the divorce, the blood pressure would just come right on down.
You'd figure, but it went up.
Nobody to fold his underwear for him anyway, or make him breakfast, Doc.
So let me tell you guys
Who's playing music? What is it?
this is typical for my life, right? Anthony sent me his old drawing tablet, and it's the Wacom bamboo, blah blah blah. I get it, and the tablet works, but it does not recognize the stylus. So I submitted a ticket, and here's what they said: do open your preferences, go here, and using your stylus, tap on something. What part of this
Stylus
do
don't
people
work.
not understand the first time? Fucktards, it doesn't work.
I need to get my email address, password. Your password has been emailed to your email address. It's like, what part of it I can't get into my email address? Do you not understand?
That's the kind of shit that drives me batshit
I
crazy.
know. If I die and I go up to the pearly gates and it says enter your password, I'm fucked.
Oh, God. John, what are you up to, sir?
I just finished a page. You want to see it?
I do. Love to see it.
All
Get
right.
big in him, Doc.
Digital.
Of course.
No need to big in that.
Here we go.
And this is
Yellow
for
Flash.
Yellow Flashes project.
Yep. So here's
Right.
our guy here. I'm gonna put some effects happening because it's behind him. They're just firing a bunch of bullets into the alleyway where he's running. Right, he's running away. He's making a turn, banking around the corner, sliding out the other side, chucking some grenades under the car. Right, right here's the car. You can see the grenades falling under the truck.
Sweet baby Ray, yeah.
And then this entire Z here on the page is the remainder of the action here.
Very
him.
cool.
Taking cover before the grenades go off.
Very cool. And the next page will have the big earth-shattering kaboom.
Yeah, the next page is going to be a physically drawn page, so I got to get to work on that.
There we go. That was
I like
great.
the layout.
Oh, you're doing it both ways. You're doing some of it digitally and some you're doing traditionally.
Yeah, the book actually has 10 splash pages, so we're going to do 10 pages physical. They're all going to be splash pages.
Is that going to be offered up on the campaign?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Was that in your contract? Did you like
Hello, Lou. How the hell art
ahead of
thou?
time put that in?
Good.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, good to see you, Lou.
I'm sorry,
How
what was
much
that, Rex?
physical stuff? Was that in your contract when you wrote that up with Yellow Flash that they wanted so much physical artwork?
No.
No, I don't think it
Just
ever
something we
works that
decided
way.
to do.
If you when you hire an artist,
Hello,
it's
First
just
One.
it's just on the artist how they produce it. It's not up to the.
Well,
we
as
had
you know,
we had a conversation like this backstage. We were talking about what we wanted to do for the campaign, something to boost up, the money for it and all that stuff. And yeah, physical pages are going to be good, including a cover, which is going to be physical as well.
Does your shirt say Blood Ruth?
Yeah, I'm wearing all my swag I got from the ISOM stuff.
Right on. So the question I'm asking this morning, Dillard, is: are you still up, or are you up very early?
Oh, I'm still up. Have you ever heard of a ball type washing machine shutoff valve?
Yes.
I had the darndest time last night. I'm sitting there just completely flabbergasted. Like, how do I cut off the water supply to this broken washing machine? And the top of it has these two little levers, but they look like little big indentations you put a humongous screwdriver into, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because the unit is the actual fixture itself is so old, there's a piece that comes out the top of it like a screw. I didn't know what the hell it was for, right? Well, apparently that all you have to do is push that screw up, and that shuts off the supply to both valves. But the cap that says shut off valve on it's all falling apart. The screw's half on there. It's broken to pieces. Couldn't tell, and it's all covered in lint back there. So I'm like, it just looked like a little protruding piece of metal to me.
Now, you didn't have just a plain old faucet to turn off? Wow. That's a strange setup.
It is a strange setup. The house is pretty old. So I made a big old mess in the garage. There's water everywhere. I turned the top pieces.
What year was your house done?
Younger than you, Rex, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, one way to tell is go to if it has the original commodes, lift up and look in the tank. Often they're stamped in there. It'll tell you.
No,
Mine's stamped 1969 for this house.
It was built in 76, I believe, the house.
76. Wow. Okay.
So yeah, I tried turning them all, right? And then a little bit of water spurted out, but then kind of stopped. Maybe that's what turned it off, right? So I did it to both of them and then started to disconnect the hose from the back. A little bit of water came out of there, but residual water. I figured nothing of it. Did one last turn, started spraying all over the side. And it was, me being stupid, I uncoupled the hot water. So it was hot ass water coming out. And it wasn't super hot, but it was hot enough to make things very uncomfortable to touch, So I had to call my wife and be like, get in the garage. I had to have her aim it towards the exit to the garage, right? The garage door. Aim the hose while I ran to the front yard to go shut off the whole supply to the house. Oh, it was a nightmare.
Good Lord have mercy, man.
And now I still got to go back because I just looked it up right now on the internet. I found different types of couplings and what do you call them?
You found yours.
I found mine, and I was like, oh, that's how. So now I still got to go disconnect it and roll it off to the driveway for trash pickup tomorrow.
That blows, man. I'm sorry. The guts under my sink in the kitchen just were completely gone. So I didn't know that they were just old and falling apart.
Oh, I thought they were missing. Like, what?
No. So my wife was telling me it's leaking under there. So I got under and I looked and I was like, oh God, it's not just leaking. It's there's no saving this. So I go to the hardware store. Pardon me. And I did not know, but now they make kits that are everything you need. You just assemble it and screw it on. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm getting this. So I do. I get it. Got under there. I unscrewed all the old guts, threw them out. I start putting this thing on, and it was a lot like trying to assemble spaghetti.
Dude, they're so good. The PVCs with the pressure fittings that you. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah,
they're so hard to get on there.
man.
It's like working on IKEA furniture where you got to hold this and this at the same time as you're doing this number down here.
Exactly. It was a goat rope,
Right.
but I got it done. I got it done, and I don't think I've ever been prouder of any accomplishment.
That's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But the thing is, like,
fuck
and
that. I got
get
the
that
fucking sink done.
yeah, but you get that stuff. It's like, oh, it's a whole kit, and then they trick you. They trick you with the price. It's like, oh, I get the whole thing for like $17. Oh,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. You take it home, and it's like, I wish I would have just gotten the metal, expensive fittings that you can just wrench on. You know, golly.
But you know that such is life. You know, we can't be good at everything. Like my stepfather, he's one of those.
If you can't have sugar, try zero sugar wild cherry Pepsi. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Okay. My stepfather is one of those mechanically inclined people. He can do anything with his hands, you know, and he will quickly make fun of any human being who can't do that. So then when he started having some medical issues later in life, all of a sudden he's calling me all the time, wanting to know about this medicine, this procedure, this, that, and my first degree is medicine, and I gave him his own right back to him. I said, "How do you not know this stuff?" I thought everybody knew basic biology. Everybody knew basic physiology, you know. And he was like, "Why are you being a dick about it?" I said, "Why were you a dick when I couldn't figure out how to change the water pump on a car?"
No, it's great. My father-in-law is a very old, very crotchety Mexican man that everything is easy. If you can't do it, you're a moron.
Right? It's same.
A stupid pendejo, you can't do shit, you know? And now that he's super old and he has like a new hip and a new knee and he can't do anything, oh man, I just rip him to shreds every day.
Payback's a bitch, boys. Just saying.
Do you think you can help me with the hay? I'm like, why?
I'm gonna go refill my coffee.
I want to make him say it every single time because I can't do it.
Keep it going, fellas. I got to make some coffee. Be right back.
Does that remind me of that Cheech and Chong thing? It's like, hey, Pentecos.
Hey, Penteco.
No, don't say that, man.
They actually they just opened. I gotta look it up on the internet, but apparently I was driving through downtown Riverside where I live, and Riverside, California, and apparently Cheech opened up an art museum around here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember he used to. I know for a fact because when I was younger, they had an art exhibit, and it was a traveling because he's a collector of art, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. He has a lot of cool things. The thing I liked the most about it was his. He has a pretty big collection of Mexican folklore paintings, like Llorona, like crypto creatures and stuff like that. You know,
Chupacabra and stuff like that.
Yeah, and so it's like I was pretty interesting to look at. But then we had a library, and it was the old library in Riverside. It was big, two stories in the basement, and that used to be our library. That was the first time I went to go see like little films where you can turn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. But apparently he bought out the entire thing, and now it's called the Cheech Marin Center for Chicano Art and Culture. And I haven't been to see it yet, so I'm gonna go probably this weekend to go check it out.
Oh yeah.
Because it's huge. The place itself is huge. Hopefully they use a lot of it. I don't know how extensive his collection is, but
yeah. Hopefully it's full.
Check it out. Let me see.
I got the Renaissance Festival this weekend, and it was 95 this previous weekend, so I didn't go because it was too hot. But it's supposed to be like 60 this coming up weekend, so that should be plenty nice. Hoodie weather.
It says admission tickets to visit the Cheech Center can be purchased by clicking the button below. Admission is timed and capacity is limited. To guarantee entry, purchase your ticket in advance. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see how much they cost.
And how far away is that from you, Dillard?
About 15 minutes drive. I pass by it all the time, anyways. It's right. It's centrally located. Yeah, it looks like it's $16 a ticket for adults, $10.95 for seniors, 5+, and $11 for children, 13 to 17. And
That's pretty high. And it cost us $15 to get into the SAM, the Seattle Art Museum. When we went up there a few years ago.
$15 is pretty pricey for any museum.
Yeah.
Well, $16, $15.95. But I could take both kids because it says children 12 and under free.
Yeah.
So it'll be $32 for me and the wife and the kids. It's not too bad. Like I had that. My favorite museum I've ever been to ever is called. It's over there in LA. It's called the Getty Villa.
Mm-hmm.
There's two museums. There's the Getty Center and the Getty Villa. The Getty Center has art. The Getty Villa is artifacts.
Okay.
And the Getty Villa is gorgeous. It's an exact replica of a governor's mansion that they found in Herculaneum after the Pompeii Mount Vesuvius thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They uncovered this mansion, and the guy was so fascinated with it. He had the exact thing built brick for brick, and also a lot of it is stuff they shipped from the original
Hold over.
that Getty had built and put in Malibu. It's a gorgeous museum and absolutely free. You just have to go and you have to get call in advance, reserve your spot, and then show up on time.
We've got this museum called the Nelson Atkins Museum for Art, and it is one of the it has spoiled me on what good art museums are, because it's like a world-class art museum. It's got all sorts of like Renaissance paintings. It's got stuff from Renoir, Monet. It's got all these high-end art pieces in it. It's got a whole Native American wing. It's got a whole Chinese, Japanese art wing. I mean, they've got all sorts of. It is huge, and it's free to go to if you want to go. I mean,
there's a world-class gallery in your hometown too, Max.
Yep.
I can't remember the name of it right now, but it is one of those prestigious galleries you can get in.
Yep. We've got some real high-end art stuff here, and then it's always kind of.
So this is the Getty Villa here.
Oh wow,
that's cool.
It's gorgeous, dude. Inside, everything is just.
How'd you like to have that as your? That's my summer home.
Right. This is all the inside, and everything is just meticulously taken care of. Everything is pristine, clean. It gets cleaned twice a day. I mean, it's gorgeous, dude.
Can I put it on my credit card?
It's free. It's free to get in.
No, he wants to buy it.
Oh, but the thing is, and I've been to the Uffizi Gallery. I've been to the Louvre. I've been to the Galleria d'Accademia in Florence. I mean, this museum is gorgeous. The Getty Villa blows them all away.
That's the Nelson Atkins. And that's the front of it.
Of course, you got to have the modern art out front.
What the hell was that in the lawn?
That's that is pop art of shuttlecocks. They're the big shuttlecocks that we've got. It's a big deal. Everyone thinks they're great. Everyone takes their wedding photos by it and stuff like that.
Their wedding photos. Yeah, talk about tacky.
Yep.
You don't got a black velvet painting of a Mexican Elvis?
I'm sure they got that too.
What's up, Tanner? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Hey, Tanner.
The Nelson is pretty fucking sweet.
It does look nice.
I mean, it looks like a great place, man.
Yeah.
If I can remember the name of that gallery, I'll try to find it.
We've also got the
Tanner, what's your favorite art museum?
The Kaufman Center for Contemporary Art,
Favorite
which is
art museum.
modern art stuff.
You ever been to the C-Pop Gallery in Detroit?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. I mean, tons of pop art and lowbrow artists. That
The
just might
CPAP?
be my.
The breathing machine.
That's probably my favorite because that got me turned on to Glen Bar.
Well, we have the High Museum here in Atlanta, and it's okay. I mean, it's got some good stuff in it, but I do my dead level best not to go to Atlanta. It's a shithole.
Yeah, I stay out of LA, but I'm glad that I live close to it because there's a lot of traveling exhibits that come and they make sure to stop in Los Angeles. So.
Yeah. Like when the
I bet that's nice.
came through a couple of years ago. It was that, it was the one sponsored by the Louvre. They were sending around all the Impressionist works.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to go to that.
We had a big Monet.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We had a huge
Lucifer, how are
Monet
ya?
exhibit where they had all the water lilies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the whole wing was taken over by Monet paintings and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it was a big deal. It cost money to get into, but they had that, and then they had a whole bunch of different like panels you could go to talk to different people that were the curators for the Monet Museum over in Europe and all that stuff. So it was pretty impressive.
And something that Yucky Gum recently turned me on to. I had no idea actually, but apparently there's a museum not a museum, there's a movie theater owned by Quentin Tarantino called the New Beverly, where they show everything on the original film.
Yep. Oh, nice.
And the tickets are cheap. You just got to get them, before they sell out because they only have 2 screens. So, and then I'm sorry, 1 screen, and every night it's a double feature. So
nice.
Oh man,
you got to kind of get your tickets, which are like $12-14, but you got to order them like a month or 2 in advance.
Because you show old Grindhouse stuff that inspired them.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. Especially right now during Halloween, like every night. Oh man, movies every single night.
How would you define Grindhouse?
Oh, American Underground.
Grindhouse is exploitative cinema.
Yeah.
Exploitative cinema from the early 70s and 80s.
Yeah. That's a good call.
For example, like movies examples?
Yeah.
Caged Heat.
Girl in Room 2A. I Spit on Your Grave.
I Spit on Your Grave. Oh, God, yeah.
Well, isn't like a qualification that they have to be low budget for them to be Grindhouse?
Pretty much.
I haven't seen any high end stuff, but I mean, there's Grindhouse, and then underneath Grindhouse, there's a whole bunch of other
just B movies
genres. There's
you had
Euro sleaze,
blaxploitation,
nunsploitation.
Right.
I probably have one of the biggest collections of blaxploitation films that any white person owns.
That Max, you said blaxploitation and what?
Nunsploitation.
Nuns?
Yeah.
Yep. Nunsploitation.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's a big one. Nuns. Big nuns with big guns, or nude nuns with big guns.
Big guns, yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Nuns with big guns.
Well, that's
me and Max, we shop at the same places apparently.
That says a lot about Max's inspiration for his books.
Yep.
This is the website for the New Beverly Cinema.
Oh, nice.
They're playing Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and then the thing.
Original thing. The original The Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you look at the schedule, these are all the movies coming out in the month of October. Pet Cemetery, Happiness.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
From Dusk
Till
Dawn.
That's classic.
A midnight showing of Ernest Scared Stupid. I love that movie.
Christine, that's a good movie.
Hell yeah.
It is.
We got both Jason and Hellraiser in space in one day.
What tripped me out though is that right on Halloween or Halloween Eve or Halloween Day, they're playing Twilight.
Ew.
Ugh.
Oh, yuck.
I'm sorry, Saturday, October 21st is that's like the weekend. That's like a Saturday too. It's a Saturday.
I remember my wife was really big into that, and she got me all jazzed for like the second movie to come out, and she's like, "Yeah, you'll love it. There's a vampire battle with like werewolves." And then I find out who the director is, and it was he was a horror director. Oh, I can't think of who it was off the top of my head right now.
Sugar Hill and JD's Revenge, those are blaxploitation.
Yeah.
There you go. October 31st, Halloween is Freaks. And
Oh, classic.
Freaks is a good movie.
Yes, it is.
You guys are freaks for knowing this stuff.
Well, like I said, I'll surprise you. I'm like on every end of the spectrum.
That was my Roku channel, was the Grindhouse channel.
Mm.
I used to run that for like 7 years.
Did you really?
Yep.
Now, what is Hicks exploitation?
You know, like
Hicks.
hick, like
a
town
country
people?
hick, rednecks.
Oh, Deliverance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you see my post I put up on Twitter earlier, Doc?
No, I haven't even checked Twitter today, bro.
You remember the song, the Louisiana Bayou song, Amos Moses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a dude. They got a picture. Let me find it. You got to see this picture of this guy. It's a little skit he puts on, right? This guy is like it's like the actual Amos Moses.
Oh my God.
I found it. Okay, let me share my screen. Oh, you gotta see it to believe it.
Holy bucket.
He's eating with an alligator.
He's eating with, but then the alligator gets a little ornery, right? Look at, and the alligator takes his pizza.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And he puts a beat down on the gator.
And he does. Look, he puts a beat down on the gator. Look at,
Oh.
motherfucker!
Like Kamala.
What did I tell you about my pizza?
London Giant.
That's not the best thing you ever saw.
Abdullah the Butcher. Arr.
Did you hear about the guy at like the Philly Jets game or whatever, something like that tried to bring his emotional support alligator?
Yeah, alligator in. They wouldn't let him with it.
Emotional support alligator. No, that's not a thing. I call bullshit on that.
I mean, he had the little harness on there with the the little patches and all that kind of
I don't
stuff.
give a good.
Did he have a muzzle on it?
but
Was the
no,
muzzle made out of some sort of
no.
steel alloy?
My
Did you
ex-brother-in-law
ever hear
had an
anything back
alligator.
on your elephant, John?
Hmm?
Did you ever hear anything back on your elephant submission?
Oh, no. Oh, I think I heard through the grapevine that he wasn't going with anybody.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Huh.
Because if and he had, it would probably be me.
Your
Dream
program
on.
called The Amazing Mr. No
Mr.
Leg.
No Legs. Yeah, that one's.
I
That
gotta
was
get going. I
pretty
gotta
well.
get that because I want to go to sleep, but I gotta get that washing machine taken out.
All right,
All
brother.
right.
So I'm gonna go get
Appreciate
to
you
work.
popping in.
I'll see you guys later.
Later, brother.
Peace.
Good luck.
You're gonna need it.
Listen, we're all artists. Any of us trying to do anything mechanical is always going to be a challenge. I'm just saying.
I had a GT score of 130.
I don't know what that means.
That's the line
Means
score
he's
from
smart
your
as
ASVAB.
shit.
That's what?
It's the line score from your ASVAB test.
Oh, well, what is GT?
General
General
technology.
Oh, okay.
Technology, yeah.
Let me tell you about my ASVAB, fellas. I'll tell you about my ASVAB. I get in there, and you know what happens at MEPS.
Yep.
A lot of partying, right? I get in,
Yep.
I start taking the ASVAB, I'm cruising along, I'm killing it, and then I wake up when they say it's over. Now, fortunately, I still scored high enough to get what I wanted, But there was a whole section just not even done.
I skipped the math area. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll appreciate this, Doc. So my son is leaving Wednesday to be a medic in the
Oh.
Army.
Cool.
Yep. And where'd you say he's going for his training?
Sam Houston.
Yeah, so
San
Sam
Antonio.
Houston is where they always go.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be. Like your basic medic, Army would come and train with us at the major naval hospitals. So Naval Hospital Balboa in San Diego and Bethesda, Walter Reed Army Hospital. You know, you do your basic there, and then your advanced training would be wherever. But if you were going to be like I was, FMF,
Okay.
Camp Lejeune or Camp Pendleton, and that was, by the way, Army and Air Force would come and train with us.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
They switched it to Sam Houston about I want to say 15 years ago.
Yeah, I knew that they had done so. And there's a weird thing, guys. All right, I'm going to lay this out there with no bias for my Navy. Okay, independent duty corpsmen, particularly if you're an IDC and FMS, you may as well be a doctor and a surgeon at that point. Okay. However, you can be Army medic or Air Force medic and be automatically grandfathered in as a paramedic in the civilian world. They don't do that for hospital corpsmen. If I were to stop while I was on active duty and render advanced care to a patient, I could be criminally charged for doing that.
No shit.
Jeez.
I'm like, what the actual fuck are you talking about? We teach those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to the Hippocratic Oath?
So, and I didn't know that was a thing. I saw it on an episode of NCIS and went, that can't be real. So I went and looked it up and it was true. And I'm like, what?
I was over at station on Ali Asalim and went in Kuwait for a little while. And I had to go, see the medic. And it was funny because like half the base is Army, the other half is Air Force. And the all the aid stations are ran by the Navy, So I got a corpsman, for the first time in my life. And I was amazed at how awesome the treatment was.
Air anywhere.
But this
not the PA. It's not the PA.
Yeah, I know it wasn't the PA. Because let me tell you, it was like, what do you call your officers that have like the oak leaf and everything? What is that? What rank is that?
Gold oak leaf is a lieutenant commander. Silver is commander.
Okay, it was a lieutenant commander then. And she comes out and she looks at me and she's looking at all my injuries and everything. And she's like, just all like in awestruck. And I was like, is everything okay, ma'am? And she's like, son, if you were in the Navy, you would have never have deployed. She's like, you would have been on what we call shore duty. And I was like, what is this? What are you talking about? And she's like, you're really messed up.
Shit, I broke my leg and they told me to change my socks and drink water.
So
sounds about
the reason, by the way,
sounds about right.
The hospital corpsmen were so advanced is you have to remember, okay, particularly in the Reagan years, there were 600 ships in the Navy. There's not 600 doctors to send out on these ships, but you have to render that level of care to everybody in the military. That's the law. So that's why hospital corpsmen were trained that much more. So, yeah.
I was digging the sympathy I was getting because I'd never experienced that before.
Yeah.
So we were doing cross training, and I had an Army medic come in with me in my office at the battalion aid station. Office, exam room, whatever.
Yeah.
This recruit was in there for some I forget what, but he needed a shot, so I was giving him a shot. I don't remember what it was. The Army guy was an E6. He was like, don't you need a medical officer in here for that? Doctor. Like, why would I need a doctor to give a shot? Apparently, at that time, you had to be at least an E6 before you could even order the shot. But then either a nurse or a doctor had to give the shot. I'm like, what?
Yeah, the army's got some dumbass rules.
Yeah, we're
That's
a
just
little
dumb.
backwards sometimes.
I remember when we first got to Kuwait, they told us, it's like, when you go around here, if anybody hurts themselves, leave them the fuck alone, because if they die, you are responsible for it. If you render aid and they die, you are responsible for their death.
For the locals?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
locals.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
here in the States, there's Samaritan's Law that says you're not liable, you can't be sued.
Yeah.
But before there was Samaritan's Law, I don't know if you guys know, but our civilian vehicles back in the day, if you were ACLS or a paramedic or any of that stuff, you had to have the Star of Life on your vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
We never put them on there because if you were seen driving past an accident with either a Red Cross or a Star of Life or a Caduceus, they could get your license plate and come after you for not stopping. But there was no Samaritan's Law to protect you from liability or suit or even criminal charges if you fucked it up. So none of us put that shit on our cars.
Hell no.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
But I'll say this, buddy boy, if I pulled my 1976 Nova over and I popped the trunk, I'm better equipped than an ambulance.
Hell yeah.
Everybody else has got their automotive stuff back there. Not me, Jack. I got life support.
Got a fucking aid bag.
The whole trunk was filled. I got IV kits. I got meds. I got every kind of bandage that exists, braces, splints, tourniquets. I've got it.
Rex, how you doing this morning? You've been awfully quiet.
Doing good. Just doing some inking here.
Oh, I got you.
My goal for today.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. My goal for today, gentlemen, is something I have procrastinated on for over a year.
Really?
I'm going to organize my damn studio and clean it top to bottom. I'm going to get my painting supplies all packed into one big old box, so I have room for comic book art, because I'm not painting right now. I mean, I did Kate's, painting for her, and I still got to ship it. But y'all want to see it?
Yeah,
sure.
Absolutely.
It's not finished, but I'll get it for you. Let me see. Where did I put it?
I gotta go to the post office today to mail my amended tax return, and then I gotta go to the DMV to turn in my I gotta get new registration for my car because my ex-wife lost mine.
Oh, you're busy today.
Yeah, I know.
When did you get your divorce, Max?
Last year.
Okay.
About this time, yeah.
Jeez.
So
she
been about
wanted
a year.
Oh,
Castle.
nice.
No, the castle's
yeah.
not finished, but she wanted a lot of purple and whatever.
Yeah, flowers are good.
Lavender.
Yeah.
Tree
You'll
looks
like that.
nice.
She'll really like that.
Yeah.
I got to
that
finish
looks
the
good.
castle. I had it done, but it was too small, so I'm embiggenating it.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
You're always your own worst critic,
Well, true. But you kind of have to be,
Yeah.
There's that
Yeah,
one, I
do
don't
I.
know where you did it, Doc, but there was one that you had where it was like inside the woods and you could see the light coming through the trees and stuff like that. That was really cool.
Oh yeah, I'll bring some of that up.
Tanner, I got the files for like the Devil Flyer logo and
Okay.
the cover, and so did you ever DM me on Instagram where I could send you stuff?
Yeah. And I'll send it in the private chat here.
Okay, let's make sure I have it written down.
Yeah.
So let me
There we go.
throw that up there.
Thanks, sir.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
like that.
So let me scroll through these
I
real
think you
quick.
can
for
give
you.
it to me.
Jeez.
Yeah, your use of light is really good.
Oh, I like that. Damn.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, that's nice. That one there.
Painting all these leaves down here
Oh
Taught me.
man,
taught me patience,
I can only imagine.
and I'm not known for my
Ooh,
patience.
I like that. I like that a lot.
The storm.
This is a blustery day after the harvest.
Ooh,
Piglet, it's a blustery day.
This one was a commission I did a few years ago. It was fun.
So, do you paint these off of memory, or do you actually stand there and paint them on location?
Most of them are on location. I do take reference photos in case I lose the light, but not.
oh, that's
this,
nice.
Not necessarily. Yeah, this is my favorite.
Jeez,
Uh,
that's really cool. I like that.
Get your
Yeah,
Ansel
just
Adams.
Something about the solitary boat, I really dig.
yeah, I just call this one Calm, and this was plein air. I painted this one. This was the Port Royal River, which is not really a river. It's just where the ocean wraps around a different island.
Okay.
And there was this intense, hazy, bright light
Yeah.
up high, but down below it was still nautical twilight. So I'm like, I gotta capture this.
Oh, that's nice.
This was my response to Stuart Davies, who does these brilliant cloud paintings. And someone said, "Can you do that with acrylic?" And he said, "No." So I did it with acrylic and sent it to him. And said, "Yes."
Let me show you how it's done, chump.
Ooh, I really like that.
That one sucks balls. Yeah, that's all in that file.
Oh, those are nice.
Thank you, Luke. Appreciate you. Painting is, I won't say it was my first love. My first art was no joke. It was trying to copy George Perez out of a comic book. And then as a young adult, I discovered painting. And I started out in oils, and then I found acrylics, and I never looked back.
Oh wow.
Here's the pencils and inks for the cover for Mariah Benez on Human Hunters #4.
Oh geez, that looks beautiful.
Yeah.
That's great stuff.
Bondage cover.
And then that's Love and Madness cover A by Fernando Cordero.
Beautiful.
And then there's cover C
Oh, is
by
that
Greg
Greg
Bill Wattsman. Yep.
That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yep. I'm excited about this book. It'll be coming out. I mean, both of these books we got coming out next month, or this month and next month. So Human Hunters 4 comes out this month.
Oh hell yeah.
Try to take advantage of that witch starter thing, since the whole thing is basically Salem witch trials.
Rex, did you check private chat for Tanner's contact?
I did. I got it.
Okay.
Cool.
I think I already had it. I just wanted to make sure.
But yeah, I freaking love painting, but I've got the storytelling bug right now, and it's not letting go. So I can't do both.
It won't
I'm a
let go.
horrible painter. I don't know why I can't grasp the concept of color, but
Well, I'll tell you this. I've told everybody that I've ever met, I can teach anybody to paint, and I can do it in one lesson.
really.
Yep.
He says,
Because it's
"Sign
not
me
about
up."
it's not about this. It's about this.
Huh.
And I'll help you with the this, and then your this will get it, and you'll go, oh, okay. Because that's what it was for me. Monet said a couple of things that clicked in my brain that made me able to paint. All right. So these are just words, but listen to what they say. When I'm painting a landscape, he said, I am not painting trees and flowers. I paint a squiggle of pink, a line of yellow. You know, he's breaking it down to what he sees. All right. And then the second thing he said was, when you're painting, you're not painting a flower. You are putting a pigment on a flat surface to represent a flower. Stop stressing over it.
Right. And he's getting into the creative side of his brain.
Yeah. And he just had that profound understanding of how to art. He went outside into nature with Sicily, Pissarro, and Renoir, and he exclaimed, "Do not tell me there is no color and shadow when I stand here looking at it."
When I can see it.
That's when all of a sudden you start seeing blues and purples used in shadow
Mhm.
instead of just grays or browns. You know.
Yeah.
I can see the colors.
You are absolutely right. And I'm going to tell you this too, man. Not just the
Yeah.
storytelling.
Ain't
I
that the
love
truth?
Pariah, but this noir with Jake Bishop, I'm going to run this thing till the legs fall off of it because I am in love with the world I have built, with the characters that are populating it.
Beat it into the ground.
I may write an illustrated novel, little dime
Oh.
store novels.
Yeah,
maybe
that'll be cool.
150-page Jake Bishop stories, and just illustrate them. Every other page be a full page illustration.
Yeah.
And see if I
That'd
can
be sweet.
about that. If I can get enough interest on, the first couple of Jake Bishop comic books, I will do that. It usually works the other way around. You do a comic book adaptation of a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the opposite. Actually,
I'd read a prose book for Jake
yeah.
Bishop.
Oh yeah.
I seem to have found unexpectedly the ability to write that noir style.
Oh really?
This this morning I wrote this. It says, "The city woke with a hangover, and so did I. The rain outside was pounding the pavement like a drummer in a jazz club, setting the rhythm for the day. My head throbbed in sync with the distant sirens. The stench of yesterday's mistakes lingered in the air, a bitter reminder of the bourbon-fueled decisions that brought me to this sorry state."
Damn, Doc, where do you come up with that?
I think I was born in the wrong era.
Right?
No, you weren't. You were just born a couple years too late.
Edit
There
like
you
you're
go.
in charge. I like that.
And Lou is one hell of a writer too, man.
Absolutely.
Lou, would you like the link? Pop in and hang out for a bit. Love to have you. One of my favorite people to hang out with online. The
Oh,
guy's
I
got
know,
more
right?
charisma than all of us put together.
It
Yeah.
was funny that Sam Quinton, if you know him from
Yeah,
Snow
that's it.
Publishing, he was at Cincinnati Comic-Con last weekend, and this guy came up to him and was telling him, he was like, "I write the best independent comic there ever was." And Sam's like, "You're not Max DeVille."
Oh snap!
I'm no Max DeVille. You're no Max DeVille. Even though Max spells his fucking name wrong.
Nice.
That's awesome, man. I think I would
Yeah.
I would somehow clip that into the back of a book somewhere.
Shadowhawk
so
got his
excited,
Ren, by the way.
Oh, did he?
Ren number. Yeah.
Yeah. It's either today or tomorrow that we're going to get the proof copy
Sweet.
for Mariah. I
Oh
can't
man.
wait to see it.
Hold
And then
it
if
in
there's
your
no
hand.
Physical proof?
Yeah.
Physical proof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if there's no screw ups, of course, it's pull the trigger, go.
Yep.
Oh, we understand.
Come on out this tomorrow, 1 p.m. our time, so 6 p.m. your time, Lou. And I'll be glad to shoot you the link. Come out on the show.
Hell yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
we have a guest tomorrow, do we?
Yeah, we do.
Who?
We got Chris Olette.
Oh, Chris
Remote.
Olette is tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Good God, share some of that, Tanner.
Okay.
This guy, holy cow, man. This is next level heavy metal. Can we go back and just rock and roll for a little bit? Art.
Nice. Have you seen Isaac Bell's work?
Yeah. Oh my
That
God.
guy is fucking
that kid
awesome.
can draw, can he?
Yeah, he can.
And I shouldn't call him. Everyone's
Yeah.
a kid to me.
Hold on, Rex.
Yeah.
Hold on. There we go.
Nice.
Right on. Right on.
The
I'll let
Gollum
you-
from Pariah?
No, that's Bog.
No, that's Bob.
Oh, okay. All right.
The biggest difference is Bog stands a little more upright than my
Mhm.
golem does. My golem's built more like Man Thing with the big hump on
Well,
his head.
that was the first little thing that I was thinking about for Fund My Comic. You know, where he's holding the book.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I've got one of my golem holding the book, but I got to fix the hands on it because I did it digitally and it looks terrible. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Tanner, you got to click on something.
What did I not click on?
We're
We're
just
just
looking at the
We're seeing the
there it goes.
menu.
I saw something flash
menu?
up there a second ago.
Yep.
Double click on that.
I think you shared a window, not the
Yeah.
screen.
All right. Yeah. Here's what you got to do.
Let me try
You
again.
go
here.
in, select the one that you want to view, then share screen, and then you can hit the scroll button.
Okay.
Yep, I will. I will absolutely do it. And Lou, you know you're always welcome. Always.
Oh God, yeah.
The door is always open to you, sir.
You have a good time. Blue's always fun.
All right, here we go now. Look at this.
That's cool. It's very Eon Flux.
Yeah, he's got just this energy about him. Look at all the detail he puts into everything.
Yeah.
I love it. Look at this.
Satellite Girl. I see Apothic Press there.
Yeah, yeah. I launched it yesterday.
Yep.
And,
We're gonna have them on the show tomorrow, Max, if you want to tune in.
Cool. I'll
We-
watch. I'm always
we ended up
watching.
getting it was pretty neat. He ended up getting a shout out from Dave Finch last night on the show.
Wow.
And Dave even backed it. So
Nice.
yeah, I was pretty excited about that. I was
That's
like,
the
oh
big
my
push.
God,
Well, how's the campaign doing?
it's good. It let me check it again.
Yeah, pull it up. Let's take a look at the campaign. I mean, we're not shilling. We just want to kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah. See where it's at.
Yeah, so the young man that's playing the music you hear, he's fallen on some hard times. So AJ, if you're listening, just know there's always hope, buddy. There's always a better tomorrow.
Yep. For sure.
Does
AJ
he
Barks.
play bluesy music?
Well, he's actually a kind of a rocker, young guy, and I jammed with him. He got with a buddy of mine that's a drummer, and they needed a bass player just to sit in for some sessions. So I went over and I jammed with him, and he was okay. And I got with him and I said, "Here's what I because you can help him out a little bit with a little bit of money, Just write me kind of something. Let's call it Doc's Blues Bounce."
Mhm.
I can play in the background like I'm doing now when I do my painting live streams. And so he wrote this for me and recorded it, sent me the raw. I said, no, don't mix it. Don't do anything else. I want it raw. You can hear him put his guitar down and walk away to go flip the switch. I left all that in there because I like it.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. He's already at 1462 of 1500.
Yeah.
He's almost there already. Fantastic. Flirk.
Yeah.
2 pages of fun, flight and flirk. Flirking, eh? Look at this, man.
Yeah.
Golly. What you do about nothing.
That's pretty solid, man.
It is. Yeah. Good word, Max. That's very solid. And, what a consistent style, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know, right? I told him when he gets to the big leagues, to not forget me.
Right? Shit, you gotta get a contract.
Yeah. Well, we do. We have a contract.
All right, I got you now.
Got you, bitch.
I at least got them for one issue.
Gotcha, bitch.
That is just awesome. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to have to back this one. Damn it. Go over budget again. No food for you this month, Doc.
It's ramen for you.
Hey, if you're
Oh, thanks, Lou.
if you're out there watching, just so you know, I got a little something coming too.
I like the bass walk in that.
Yeah.
Song.
Yeah. Launching soon, boys and girls. I'm almost done with the thing. And I told Anthony just as soon as the first Pariah fulfillment begins, I want to launch this.
Yeah, how many pages you got left?
If I'm counting right, Max, I'm sitting at 13 of 16.
Cool.
But, I'm desperately trying to bring it in at 16 pages because I don't want to do that price bump up to 20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I will not sacrifice quality.
The story. Yeah.
I got to go to 20.
You should talk to Anthony and, maybe he can talk to, I go through Heroes and Villains, and their prices are phenomenal, and their print quality is.
I think we looked at them. Still ended up getting a better deal from Mixum, but that's because of his multiple accounts with them.
Oh, okay.
But I've heard a lot of good things about Heroes and Villains, and I'm not opposed to taking another look.
No, the Crawfords, it's a husband and wife team, and they're awesome.
There's certain things they don't do though, as far as production choices, and I don't remember what they are.
Okay.
And I get that. Maybe their technology is not set up to do spot matte covers or whatever.
I gotcha.
Do they get fussy about nudie stuff? Because I know Vistaprint wouldn't print my prints anymore because they had nudity on them. They printed them no problem for about a year, and then like one day they were like, nope.
No, they don't. And
they haven't had an issue with any of my stuff, so
cool.
I don't know.
Give them a look, Max, definitely, and I will too. I will encourage Anthony to give it another look. Be right back, guys. I got to grab some coffee.
I gotcha. But yeah, they're the reason why I'm able to sell my books for the price that I sell them for.
$5 a piece. Yeah. Do you do offset runs?
The what kind of run?
The offset runs, or are they just digital printing?
I'm not for certain.
Do you get like hundreds of books, or do you just get like 100? Okay.
No, I get like hundreds.
Yeah, it's offset then.
Offset.
Yeah, that's usually how it stays cheap. You can get them for 80, 85 cents, 90 cents, $1 a book. If you do like so many, like you print like 2,000 or something like that. Which is
that's the whole, because that's when I did the math, and you know it just as well as I do. The more you have, the more that you sell, like the cheaper you can get it for. But that's where I think as the indie movement, I think we need to go towards trying to expand our influence and everything. So that we can get more a bigger fan base, because there's people out there that that like comics, and then there's people out there that like comics and don't even know that they like comics,
Yep.
That's the crowd I'm after.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think there's a way of going back to the 90s economics. I just haven't cracked the code yet. I'm getting
Well, I
there
mean,
though.
The
we
first thing you
sold.
got to do is get these people out of Washington.
Yeah. Through
So
Antarctic Press.
Vote.
Through Antarctic Press, Mary Machine Gun sold a few thousand copies already. So, I mean, it's
Nice.
not
Nice.
bad.
I was going to ask you earlier,
Congratulations.
Max, don't you have some fulfillment going on this week?
Me?
Yeah.
No, we're waiting on the swag, the stretch goals for the trade paperback.
It's always the
Right
swag
here.
that you got to wait for.
I
Yeah.
know. Waiting for that. And then once that gets here, it'll all show up at the same time with Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space 3 and its swag. I forgot to order the cards when I put the book order in. So it's all on me. It's my fault. But so the book's gonna be like a month late, but that's not that big of a deal.
That's not bad.
Now that's one cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got all the swag done first before the book went to print.
Damn, that's smart.
Cards are done. The trading cards are done. The tapestries are done. The prints are done. And what else? Oh, and the sketch cards are done.
Yep.
So, yay.
I've got like 25 like sketch cards left from when I bought like a 100 pack or 75 pack or whatever. And they're just sitting on my shelf. I need to put those to use.
On the back of index cards.
Oh.
And I mean, they're the same card stock, and they're a little bit bigger than and then on the back I can write to whoever from a
There you
You
go.
got lines. You got lined paper so Doc can keep his
my crooked ass handwriting straight.
Mine's crooked too. I write on an angle.
Yeah, my shit always goes down.
Like a drunken ant walked across the page.
Like everyone's
Rex,
I'm just curious. Did any of you watch that on Twitter or somewhere else? I don't know where he posted it. Maybe YouTube as well. Eric July's Making Money with Comics series.
No, I haven't seen it.
I've got Rex's list here of stuff to do for him. and I'm deliberately being hard to read because I want people to see it. But my handwriting, holy shit! I'm like, what does that say?
I know. Every time I write something down and I go back to read it again, I'm like, what the fuck was I saying?
Well, first organize your studio, and I see my dog's giving me the stink eye, so I better go take her out.
Go let Abby out for her
Morning.
So what's your next book, Doc? Pride 2?
Yeah, when I finish this, I'll start editing first and then drawing the new pages for Pariah Sanctum of Hate. And
7 o'clock.
and I can't wait. I love Pariah, but I'll be glad when I'm done so I can focus all of my energy
On Jake Bishop.
including writing the novel.
Hell yeah.
You found your love, Doc. It's noir stories.
I have. Hey, Gabe, what's up, buddy? If you want the link, just let me know. Happy to send it to you. I think it's in the green room on Twitter. The next question is, are you in my green room? Because I don't know. I didn't build my green room. Because I don't know how.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, he's going to work.
Oh.
So it's a myth that Gabe doesn't work. He just lives in the internet.
He works online.
Tempted to take a online job doing customer support of some kind to make extra money while I'm doing this stuff. It's just hard to find a reputable, endeavor to get into that pays worth my time.
Oh, it makes sense.
You end up with some shady fucking cold calling you got to do to people.
We'll never do that. Never.
Oh man,
I
giving
used
me
to do that
flashbacks to my recruiting days.
I was like, I used to do that when I was like 18, cold calling people.
Oh,
Yeah, used to remember lying through my teeth, because the phone numbers you got are from the schools, and it's always the parents. So I'm like, oh yeah, Johnny said that he's interested in the Army.
really?
Yeah, that's usually the
Said anything to me?
well, you learn the little tricks too, and it's like, yeah, he didn't say anything to you. I was like, well, how do you feel about this, man?
Yeah.
And then you get mom and dad involved, and it's either one or two ways, not my kid, or
Yeah.
I
Tell
think
me more.
tell me more, and oh yeah. Well, if you'd like to set up an interview, you can bring Johnny in, and
Peace out, Lou. Have a great day, buddy.
You have a good one, Lou.
And Lou, by the way, like I said, the door is always open. You don't have to schedule it. Just
Yeah.
He's got that British proper active behavior. He's got to schedule it and show up a week early.
He is the epitome of an English gentleman.
So true. So true.
He and Glenn Fleming, by the way, is another one.
Glenn's a cool guy. I like Glenn.
I am absolutely a fan of Glenn Fleming and all that he does. I mean, he doesn't put a foot wrong. I love Hatch. I love his book on Kirby.
Yep.
His current thing he's working on, which I will not talk about because I don't want to spoil anything. Just beautiful, beautiful stuff. Of course, I'm a fan of you guys too.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Cross the thread, no wrong.
I like
badass.
Pariah. I like that.
Love Pariah.
Getting his head squished. That was my favorite part.
I
Crush your heads.
Both of these guys got a preview look at the book because I wanted feedback from writers that I trust, and they didn't hate it. So
I'm really looking forward to Jake Bishop, though.
Yeah.
Me too.
Your excitement, your enthusiasm, it just
It's infectious for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I have to I said it at the top of the show when you guys weren't here yet. I can't just draw it like I normally draw. I have to get my brain in the right space. So I got to have my noir jazz playing in the background and either a steaming cup of coffee or some scotch later in the day.
Heck yeah.
Right places. Like, here's the drawing and it's good, but it doesn't look noir yet. So let's go extreme with the shading and
the
contrast.
It's like when we did Neo Tokyo, the book that we did the cyberpunk thing.
Mm-hmm.
I told him I wanted the colors to be neon noir, to where
nice.
it's all it's very what's the Blade Runner?
Yeah,
Very
right, yeah. Which, by the way,
you were
they
gonna say
managed
that,
to capture that same atmosphere in The Expanse. Have you seen that show?
No,
I
I haven't.
Thomas Jane is in it as a detective.
Oh, nice.
Noirish detective.
Really?
In the first season.
What's it on?
I think it's Prime.
Okay, I got that.
I got Prime.
The Expanse.
The Expanse. Okay.
Well worth the watch. Now, that's through the first season. To me, it should have ended there.
Yeah.
They kept going. So we'll just have to see how the second season goes.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh man, it's not one of those shows where they take it into the second season and then they ruin it.
I'm scared it might. So I'm
The Expanse is on It was on Amazon. It looks like it's gone up to 6 seasons so far.
Oh,
Jeez.
holy shit.
Well, if
Well,
it's good,
yeah,
I'm gonna have to
all I'm
watch
going to
that.
vouch for is season 1 because I've seen it. It was good.
I'm looking forward to Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon coming out on Netflix. You know, it started off as a Star
It
Wars
was
pitch.
Star Wars pitch, yeah.
They shot it down or whatever, and so he was like, "Screw it," you know.
I'm gonna make it anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it anyway.
I
And
love that, Tanner. That's what you did.
yeah,
Screw
but
you
that's
guys.
why I love Zack Snyder. I don't give a shit what people say about him and his movies. You know, I don't. You know,
Yeah, they're all right. I mean, I don't have a problem with them.
I know I loved 300. It was badass.
yeah. Well, people have an issue with the Snyderverse.
Superman's dark. Why is he so dark? And I'm just like, who cares?
Well, see, I'm not a DC fan anyway, so that didn't really impact me at all.
Yeah. That's how I am too.
Didn't he also do The Watchmen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, everybody gives that movie shit. I loved it.
I love The Watchmen. You know,
That's a great movie.
Despite what
Alan Moore said.
Alan Moore says about him.
Alan Moore.
Alan Moore says
better than your book.
Alan Moore is just the epitome of crotchety old man.
Yeah.
He is. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, like, and I hate that he's that way because like I love Alan Moore's work, especially his earlier stuff.
his Swamp Thing stuff is some of my favorite Swamp Thing.
God, right?
Jack Early as Rorschach in that movie though.
Yeah.
Like
he nailed it.
Holy cow, man. That was an incredible performance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was meant to be this conspiracy nut that you weren't supposed to take serious, but he ends up being right about everything.
Yep.
You know? I'm going to go tell the indestructible man that someone is going to kill him.
I haven't seen Watchmen in a long time, but
I watched it the other day.
I just watched the 4.5 hour cut of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh man, how was that?
Days ago. That's the second time I watched it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean the Wonder Woman stuff I think is the strongest material in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I really like the Wonder Woman stuff. I mean Gal Gadot's not the best actress in the world, but she's super hot and she definitely has the Wonder Woman thing going for her. She can she does
I would
well.
say
I like her. She was in this movie on Netflix that I thought was really good and entertaining.
I was going to say of the whole DCEU, the first Wonder Woman movie was the best. Now the ending, the ending was but you know,
and then 1984, no.
Oh yeah,
just no.
Yeah.
She's fun to look at. That's well said, Billy.
Yeah.
But you know, the ending was kind of cheesy, you know, with the CGI fight and all that. But you know, okay, I'll overlook that for how well the rest of it was done.
Yeah, I mean, Wonder Woman was a great movie.
Yeah, it was.
And now they got that new girl. Oh gosh, I can't think of her name. I can think of all the movies she's been in, but they got a new Wonder Woman.
Serious?
They replaced her, Gal Gadot.
Yeah. Well, they replaced everybody. They got
John Cena's staying as Peacemaker.
Oh well, yeah. There's a few people that are staying, but
there's like 3 people that are staying, I think, and the rest of them.
Let me look that up and see. Let me see what we got.
Daddario is her name, last name. I can't think of her. Alexandra. I'm butchering her name, but forgive me. It's not like she's watching.
Yeah, she is.
Maybe she is. I don't know.
It's 7:00 in the morning, and she's streaming.
No, it says it's still up in the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's no official word yet, but as of today, Gal Gadot is still Wonder Woman.
Okay.
She should be. She did a really good job at it.
Well,
I mean, she can't be blamed for the material she was handed in 1984.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Not her fault. Not her fault at all.
Billy, I like James Gunn. I loved Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I think
I
Agreed.
like
I think
Terra
they-
Firmer back when his trauma days.
Oh God, yeah. No, yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Take it back,
But
But
and he did a good job on the new Suicide Squad. I'll give him that
Yeah,
too. He did a
the
great
second
job
one.
with that. Total head fake at the beginning.
yeah.
You think that's the new Suicide Squad, but they lived up to their name rather quickly.
Yeah, they did.
Detachable arm man. Are you shitting me right now with that corny stuff?
Have you guys heard about the Peter Dinklage doing the Toxic Avenger?
Yeah, I've seen. I saw the first look of it. Well, they didn't show anything but some gore shots and a few
Yeah.
other things, and then I was like, let me see the Toxic Avenger. Come on, show me that. I want to see what's his face. He plays the villain in it. What's his fucking name?
Oh,
Damn, he's been in a. He wasn't the Hobbit, but what was his fucking name?
Elijah Wood.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, I've only seen one screenshot of him as the villain.
Yeah, it looks very Penguin-esque.
Yeah, it does.
From Batman 2.
It's like Penguin meets oh God, I'm having a blank, but it's the guy from
What's up,
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh,
Tim Curry?
No, not
no,
Tim Curry.
no, the Riff
The other
Raff.
Riff
Oh,
Raff, yeah. Gosh.
Well, I'll tell you the surprise for me out of all the garbage that Marvel dropped, I liked Werewolf by Night.
Yeah,
Oh,
Phil said
that
it
was
pretty
good.
too.
That was entertaining, wasn't
It
it?
was good, and the man thing was amazing. I finally got to see the man thing.
Did you hear what they're supposed to be doing with the writing now? From what I hear, is that they're going to go back to doing pilot episodes of these shows and stop greenlighting entire seasons.
Good.
Off the bat, they're going to just do pilot episodes, see if it hits, and then greenlight a season after that.
Good.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, I mean,
because
hopefully
there's been
it'll bring.
a lot of garbage.
Hopefully it'll bring some good writers back into the writing room.
Yeah, it'd be nice because I just read yesterday that they canceled Avengers 5 or whatever number they're on.
Yeah, they've got to rethink things. They leaned into this.
Well, I think the thing with Marvel,
Moon Knight was a complete miss. Yes, it was. They totally blew an opportunity there for a great character.
Yeah, I didn't like that show.
Oh.
Phil liked it, but I didn't like it.
Like I said, Werewolf by Night is the exception to the rule for the Disney stuff because it was really good. It stayed true to the feel of those old horror movies,
Yeah.
Cheney stuff.
See, that's what I was saying is that they need to the MCU needs to start doing stuff like make a horror movie that's a comic book movie, make a love story that's a comic book movie, do different genre specific movies
Did
instead
you
of
see
just
the
doing
New Mutants? That was kind of horror.
Yeah, I liked New Mutants.
I did not.
Really?
I didn't see it.
It was.
I mean,
it had been reworked so many times that by the time it hit the screen, you could
okay.
tell.
Okay, I guess what I should say is I liked the aesthetic of New Mutants.
Yeah. I'll grant you that.
Yeah. Story wise, I was like, okay, yeah, you could definitely tell it'd been reworked quite a bit.
Yeah, it was all over the place. But I liked the little girl that played Arya Stark.
Oh yeah, playing Renee.
Yeah, she's a cutie. Of course, if you see her now, she shaved her eyebrows off and dyed her hair.
Oh boy.
She's still
Shaved her eyebrows off, looking like Marilyn Manson.
yeah, it's horrible. Don't do that. Women, what's wrong with you?
With their eyes all, I mean, when they shave their eyebrows, it just makes them look like they're staring with big saucer eyes.
Get away from me, you fucktard.
Like that female painter that did the big eyes.
But
Hey, Emmett. He
When
says
you,
Agents of Shield was good too. I only watched it up to about 4 or 5 seasons. I haven't gotten all that.
I didn't watch it.
I
I
liked
saw
it.
I saw like the
here and
first
there.
3 episodes, and then I just kind of lost. Not that I lost interest. It's just that I lost time.
Yeah.
I
Well,
would watch
maybe
it.
if you binge watch like I do, get it on disc and binge watch.
For
They
me, it
did have
was
Yeah,
Ghost
he has.
Rider in there.
Yeah,
He was
that's what I liked
a
about it. They had
version,
the.
a version of Ghost Rider.
Well, see, I
Ghost
like
Rider is
a
Johnny
version,
Blaze. The
right.
rest of them can fuck off.
I like the newer one. He
Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Ghost Rider is Johnny Blaze. The rest of them can eat shit and die. That's just the way it is.
Ghost Rider is
I get
one
you.
where you can pass the mantle though.
No,
Yeah.
You
No.
got your man thing. I don't know what you're complaining about.
Swamp Thing, Man Thing. The only mistakes they made with Man Thing is one, they had him communicating with dude.
Yeah,
Man Thing doesn't communicate, and they had him running. Man Thing
Well,
doesn't run.
yeah.
The author of Goosebumps had him talking, and I think that was a big mistake. The writing was shit on that.
Never
but
let
the,
him talk.
yeah,
No.
he actually made him a Hollywood star in his version, which I thought was utter crap. But now the artwork was good on the first few issues that I have. They had some good variant cover art on
Before
that
they-
series, but
before
other
they
than that,
began-
buy it for the art, not the story.
Yeah. Before they began using Man Thing in all these different and weird ways, his origin and just the fact that there was down in the Everglades this lumbering, indestructible monster that had no agenda. He's just drawn to emotional, like a moth to a flame. That was it. It's all he ever needed to be.
Yep.
Amit, if you liked Doom Patrol, I need you to just go and rethink what your life's about right now.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't see
watched
that
the-
one, and I guess from your point of
watched
view,
the
that's a good
first-
thing, right?
Season of it, binge watched it. A friend of mine bought it, so he said, "You want to take this home and look at it?" Sure. And because season 2 was out by that time, and I said, "Yeah, I'm going to pass on all that."
I will say this: Brendan Fraser did do a good job as Robot Man.
Yeah. I remember watching it, and I watched like the first 5 or 6 episodes, and then it just seemed to be kind of meandering around and not going
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah,
And I was like,
Right.
why am I watching this? It's not enjoyable.
right.
I'm
Yeah.
just watching it just to finish it.
Oh, that's
Right,
probably why it got
exactly.
canceled then.
That's like cleaning your plate when the meal isn't that good.
Exactly.
Why am I doing this? Why am I wasting my energy on this now? I could be having a steak.
Yep.
Now I got a craving for steak and eggs.
I don't got.
I
no
know,
steak.
right?
Go to Waffle House.
That's
Steak and eggs at the Waffle House.
that's dangerous for me, Max, because there's a Waffle House like 45 seconds that way.
Well, you're good to go then.
I could easily go broke.
I mean, go get some steak and eggs and some hash browns, scattered, smothered, chunked, and what?
Scattered well,
Uh, Yeah.
not crispy. Scattered well, smothered, covered, chunked, topped. Wait, what?
What?
Carrie Jane. Oh, Crazy Jane. Yeah,
Mhm.
she was cute. The girl that played Crazy Jane. Let me look her up real quick. What's the name of that show again?
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
Diane Guerrero.
Mm.
Yeah, and April Bowlby as Elastigirl. Let's see. His girl is 37 years old.
She's a youngin'.
Yeah. And she's I'm trying to see what else she's been in. Killer Man 2019. Never heard of it.
I've never heard of that.
Jane the Virgin. Encanto. Orange is the New Black.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. Let's see what this other girl's been in. April Bowlby, who's quite lovely. 43 years old. She's been in 2.5 Men, Doom Patrol, How I Met Your Mother, so a lot of nothings.
Yeah, a bunch of TV shows.
Yeah. Yep. Dogs Patrol. But the character of Crazy Jane is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, there were ingredients there that could have made that into a good show, but
If they just had like a pathway to follow on a story that made sense, that was
Yeah.
the problem with Doom Patrol. Is that it was serious? It was just the story just kind of meandered everywhere, and it was just like they
Right.
went to different things, and it was like there was
Yep.
no overarching story.
and there was no sense of urgency built
Yeah,
in it
urgency. Yeah,
when they were faced with, this happened and what are we going to do? It was like, well, first let's meander this way a little bit before we, come together as a team, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
But the ingredients were there. They just couldn't.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, guys, we've been going for 2.5 hours. I think I'm going to go eat some breakfast and start cleaning my studio.
All right.
Good luck.
Procrastinated enough. Rex, tell people about yourself, where they can find you and what you do.
Daily show. Devil Flyer on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, of course. 4:00 Central every day, 5 Eastern. Streaming all the time now.
You don't want to talk about Momentum Comics? Okay.
Momentum Comics. I mean, the prequels, Devil Flyer prequel will be coming out just as soon as I and Tanner can get together and get this campaign rolling. Need to get it out before the holidays, sometime in October here.
All right. And I got to jump on those pages today for you, Rex. I'm going to go ahead and ink up your pages. Then we got to meet and decide what you want to do with the end of it.
Yeah. No rush. I mean, you got time. With the campaign's not even up. I mean, even going to run the campaign for a couple months, go in demand for a little while.
Right.
The prequel, the Ash Can, is still up on Indiegogo, the black and white Ash Can.
Mm-hmm. And yes, Jessica Jones was bad.
Getting ready to take it down as soon as the campaign goes up for the prequel. The Ash Can's coming down.
Mm-hmm.
Be over there on Fund My Comic. The prequel it'll be 48 pages. Several stories, Bog, that I'm inking here, swamp character. Of course, 29-page Devil Flyer story, which is completely finished. The cover by John Dillard right now, and then I also have a painted watercolor cover by the artist that did the first story for Devil Flyer, John Flandes, which is my neighbor over here.
Right.
And
Nice.
And some pages of Bog, several pages, maybe about 14 or 15 pages or more from Grave Tales, which features Bog. So, and then a 2-page Inner Man story by John Dillard as well, along with the content page I showed you earlier. So, yeah.
All right.
So,
Max.
coming together.
I am Max DeVille, half owner of atrocitypress.com. You can check it out there. You can go check out atrocitypress.com. It's got all of our news a week early. It's got all of our shop stuff and all of our social media links on there, so you can just drop in. We have a one-stop shop for Atrocity Press, man.
All right, brother.
We put out books like Mary Machine Gun, Human Hunters, Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space, and Love and Madness. Coming up next year, we'll have Lady Blasphemy.
Fantastic.
And Native.
Yep.
Hammett says first season of Jessica Jones was good too. I just got done rewatching that.
Yeah,
It wasn't that bad. Did they come out with a second season of Jessica?
They came out with three.
Three.
And don't watch the second and the third.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Not
Tanner.
good.
Hey, I'm Tanner Hurley. I'm the founder of Apothic Press. You can find me on social media, Apothic Press. Just look for us. I'm there.
Yep.
It's easy.
Currently has a campaign live with Satellite Girl over on
Kickstarter. Yep.
and currently live with Electric. Agent of
Electric
Phoenix.
over at Fund My Comic.
hmm
Right.
Nice.
Right on.
And
I'm your
there's still
host. I'm
copies of
Dr. Light.
Ren that can be bought.
I'm a writer and artist. I've been making art professionally for 30-something years. Pariah Blood and Mud going into fulfillment here within the week. And currently sign up. It's in the description for A Damn Dirty Thing, a noir comic book with a twist. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. God bless. Have a great day.